Welcome, everybody, to the Anytime Show. Several things to talk about in this episode. First off, dancing. Over the past several months, numerous media outlets have been reporting on online sensations concerning videos of people dancing while at their jobs. And it's gotten way out of hand. It's happening everywhere. Flight attendants are jamming to Gaga and Katy Perry. Prisoners are rocking out to Thriller. And even clear over in Israel, soldiers can be seen dancing to none other than Kesha's TikTok. TikTok. I mean, come on, guys. For God's sakes, you're soldiers, not soldier boys. And besides, the whole thing sounds like one bad Glee spinoff. There's a bug. God, I'm not retaping this. We're going to keep going. Amidst all of this, one thing is clear. People would rather dance than do their jobs. Whether that job is doing time or running through flight safety tips, nothing is getting done. Even teachers are getting in on the action by uploading videos of themselves lip-syncing and moving around. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to have to worry about walking to my math class and having my teacher grind down on me. Welcome, class. Today we'll be discussing sensual addition. God, that is so stupid. Moving right along. Now, of course, as you all know, America's obesity rate has gotten a little out of hand. And you would think with all this dancing and physical activity going on, we might actually be losing some weight. Right? Wrong. It seems that just when it looked like as we were shedding off some of those pounds, the fast food chains have counteracted with what looks like a competition for the fattest entree ever seen by mankind. One that would make even the cast of The Biggest Loser look at it and go, meh, we're good. We probably shouldn't be eating that much. You've got Denny's fried cheese melt or Friendly's grilled cheeseburger melt as two fine examples. But the only thing that bothers me more than unnecessary fat content is when they use one food item repetitively to replace another. KFC, for example, has the Double Down, which replaces bread with chicken. Burger King has the Burger Pizza, which, as opposed to just eating a pizza, you could choose to eat this gigantic burger that is cut into 8 triangular slices, just as you would a pizza. And Krispy Kreme has come out with a cheeseburger whose bun consists entirely of, you guessed it, donuts. Now, in light of all these newer concoctions, I can't help but point out one fast food chain that has been doing this far longer than anyone else: Hardee's. Listen, Hardee's, your biscuits are delicious, but that doesn't mean everything has to be made out of one. It was all fine. You had classics such as the loaded biscuit and gravy, loaded omelet biscuit, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, sausage and egg biscuit, etc. But then you went overboard by introducing things to us such as the pork chop and gravy biscuit, cinnamon and raisin biscuit, blueberry biscuit, country ham biscuit, country steak biscuit, chicken filet biscuit, caramel crumb biscuit, and of course the latest, country fried steak and gravy biscuit. Overall, there are 18 different choices on your menu involving some sort of biscuit. For God's sakes, Hardee's, what's next? Welcome to Hardee's. Would you like to try our new biscuit milkshake? No, thank you. Now, moving on here from biscuits to a gigantic wiener. Former President George W. Bush is in the headlines once again, this time for his recently released memoir, Decision Points, which, to me, Bush releasing a book is about as absurd and crazy as a member of the cast of the Jersey Shore speaking out for teen safe sex, which, as we all know, is just... Oh, that's right, I forgot. Now, I think we have a picture. Do we have a picture of it? Here, show the picture. Here's the cover right there. No, that's not it. Here, show the real one. Do we have it? There it is, right there. Yes, that's the real one. Now, Crown Publishing is the name of the group responsible for the release of this fine piece of literature, which personally surprised me because I figured the former president would have gone with something more suitable, such as the Brown Shoe Publishing Company. Get it? Because they threw shoe at us. Anyway, this is no ordinary book, as stated by Crown in a recent discussion with the Christian Science Monitor. Quote, Decision Points is not a traditional memoir, but rather an account of certain key decision points in Bush's life. In other words, a memoir. Now, in the book, George says that one of the most disgusting moments in his presidency came when Kanye West called him a racist, which I think I speak for everyone, including families of 9/11 victims, all those soldiers in Iraq, and those victims of Hurricane Katrina. That really wasn't a very fun time during those beloved 8 years. And now, finally, as you all know, Christmas is coming up. Everyone's out shopping for gifts. And I'm sure one item on many of your lists is the Apple iPad. And as with any other Apple product, there are already loads of competitors for you that have released gadgets of their own that you may also be considering. Now, some of the names really aren't as catchy as iPad. For instance, you've got the HP Slate, the Toshiba Folio 100, the Entourage Edge, which, when looking at it, would seem that the company has taken spelling advice from a 12-year-old girl who avidly uses MySpace. the Samsung Galaxy Tab, and the LG Optimus Pad for that special shopper who wants the combined functionality of a transformer with the convenience of a tampon. But one that stands out among the rest would have to be the Dell Streak. This nifty device has Adobe Flash, which would make it sort of a tablet computer, but at the same time it can make phone calls, which would make it more of a touchscreen smartphone. Meanwhile, it also only has a 5-inch screen, which would make it sort of in between. It would almost seem that the device is so confused about what it wants to be, perhaps a better name would have been the Dell Transvestite. Of course, there really isn't a better title than the Streak, because of course nothing makes an electronic device more appealing than a name that reminds me of the shit stain people find on their underwear. And that wraps it up for this episode of Anytime. At the end of this episode, you'll see a title thing. It'll show you. You can follow me on Twitter. You can go to our Facebook page. Be sure to subscribe if you want episodes as soon as I put them up. That's it for now. Until next time, on Anytime, I'm Trevor Witcher.